Hello guys, a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel Options Behavior. So today we are going to discuss about a very important strategy. This video is going to be very important for you guys, especially for the persons, for the people who want to earn money on daily basis. So this is purely an intraday strategy. Okay, so far whatever the videos I have made, those are especially for positional and for just to carry forward overnight, right? But this is gonna be very interesting video, and this is purely based on intraday. So before proceeding, guys, I would request everyone to please share and subscribe my channel with your family and friends and your colleagues or whomsoever they are. Okay, so let's not waste our time and let's discuss this beautiful strategy. And I'm surely this is gonna be a very profitable strategy for you guys. But the only condition for this strategy is you will have to have some handsome amount of capital. The reason is I basically focus on selling the options instead of buying. Okay, so since we are gonna make, since we are going to sell a few options purely on intraday, so definitely since nowadays there is full margin, right? So we cannot even have the leverage of less margin and all, right? So there is no margin benefit. So that's the reason you will have to have good amount of capital in order to execute all the sets that I'm going to explain now. And so that is the only condition. Maybe I'm not sure, like if you just sell an option of call and put, right, of ODM, I think it's gonna block about 2.5 lakh, I guess, right? So here you are gonna make you'll have to have at least uh, 10 lakhs capital. That's what I'm assuming. Let's see. Okay. But if you have 10 lakhs of capital, it will be really nice to earn, very good amount of money, guys. I'm surely confident and I'm really confident on this strategy because this is really an awesome strategy and you are surely gonna make money over a period of time. It's not like you are maybe in some days you might be in loss, that will be so minor. Okay, and but overall, right, if you see your overall profit and loss ratio, right, so maybe in a single month you will see a good profit. Okay, and that too that good percentage, guys. Okay, good percentage of profit you're gonna realize over a period of 1 month. And if you just continue this strategy for a period of uh, maybe for a couple of years and maybe for 4 years or 5 years, you're gonna just make handsome amount of money, guys. So your wealth is really gonna increase. Okay, that's gonna multiply, I would say. So anyway, let's focus on this strategy. So let me just open an Excel sheet. I've already prepared few data. Okay, because this is just a theoretical video, guys. I would not be able to show anything on Opstra and all. So I'll just explain all the theories behind this logic, and I would try to explain everything in the Excel sheet itself. So see, guys, if I enlarge this for you guys, just for you to understand this clearly. So okay. So what is the first condition? Okay, so what is the first condition and what is the overall procedure to execute this strategy is? So first condition, we'll have to start this strategy either at 9:20 or 9:30. If you are if you want to take some time from the very starting, from the very start of the day, right? So better, if you do not want to jump into that rushing moments, I would say just wait for 15 minutes and start building your positions at 9:30. Okay, but don't delay that. Okay, and if you want to get some more amount of premiums, then you can also start by 9:20. So let's start. For example, let's for others, to be in comfortable side, let's start the strategy at 9:30. So what we'll have to do at 9:30? Okay. So since this is purely an intraday strategy, and we are not gonna check the direction of this direction of the index, okay, especially Bank Nifty, because see, in intraday, I basically like those strategies or those logics which gives me a certain potential to to make such strategies, and which is non-directional, guys, because I just love non-directional option selling, because that gives me really um, I mean that makes me happy actually, because direction, guys, if one predicts, okay, market is gonna rise or it's gonna fall, but many of the times it happens reverses. So I don't believe that much in direction, but definitely if people have confidence and they have a strong analysis depending on their charts and all, they can make option selling uh, in a specific direction, right? But this is purely non-directional strategy, intraday strategy. So okay, let's start. So what we'll have to do is at 9:30, what we will have to do is we will have to see the spot price of Bank Nifty. For example, I've just given the data as, for example, the spot price of Bank Nifty, which is trading at 35,000. Okay, so what we will have to do is we will have to sell the OTM of call input of 300 point away. Okay, so for example, if the current spot price is at 35,000, then we'll have to sell the CE of 35,300 and 35,000, and the PE of 34,700 of current expiry. Okay, just current expiry, current weekly expiry. Okay, I would say current weekly expiry. Let me update this one. Weekly expiry. Okay, weekly expiry. So we'll have to sell this option, both C and P of 300 points away. Okay, from this prod, we are gonna sell both the strike. Okay, now what is the logic and what is the SL? So keep 50% of total premium that you have received either side of options, whether be it CE side or PE side. Just keep this SL in your system instead of your mind. I would not suggest to keep the SL in your mind, because that might hit at any point of time and so sharply that you will not be able to control. Okay, so it might be, I mean, they might give up a huge spike. Okay, so better to have your SL in system. Okay, most of the time it won't happen, but it's really safe and very uh, I mean, that's a very good practice of having your SL in your system. Okay, so 50% of premium will be your SL for either side of the options, for both the C and P. Okay. For example, what is the first part? We are initiating the trade at 9:30, and just for example, I'm taking that CE of 35,300 of current weekly expiry is trading at 200 rupees, and PE which is trading at 180. So what will be my ASL in system is 300 for CE, because 50% of 200, that is nothing but 100, plus since we have sold this call option at 200, so our SL will be 300, 100 points. So what we will have to do the other side, for example, if the SL of if the SL for C is hit, okay, that means if it reaches 300, what will happen? We will have to leave the PE side as it is. Whatever the system SL that you have defined, that means your SL is 270, right? Depending on your current position. So do not change these guys. Although you will be seeing profit over here once the SL is hit at call side, right? Because obviously the market has risen up, right? So you will be seeing the profit in put side. Okay, it might, I mean, the overall profit you might not realize. Okay, maybe it will be a 0 0 or less loss, or a minor loss or minor profit, right? But you don't have to touch the other side. Once any of the side SL is hit, you don't have to touch You don't have to change, you don't have to make any changes to the other side. Okay, means if C side SL is hit, you just have to keep the SL whatever you have defined earlier at the very beginning at 9:30. You don't have to alter anything at all. Okay, so if again the trend comes in a positive direction, right, means the market starts falling down. It may be this is supreme, right? Market is supreme. It can go up at any point of time. It can fall down at any point of time. No one knows. Okay, only operator knows, right? So okay. So in worst case, what will happen is your both the SL will be hit in worst case. Okay, you will think अरे ये क्या बोल रहा है दोनों साइड एसएल हिट हो जाएगा तो बहुत लॉस हो जाएगा लेकिन you will have to keep in your mind that this is not a one day strategy, guys. You will have to have this strategy, you will have to practice this strategy for quite certain period of time, and you will have to you will have to realize your profit at a certain point of time, maybe after 1 month, after 2 months, or quarterly basis, you will be at very good profit. That I can be sure of. Okay, so what is my first part is first part I have done the but it is not so easy for us for the market to hit the both the side itself. That will happen. I would not say that that doesn't happen. It will happen, but it will be happening at very um, rarely actually. Okay, so once SL is hit at one side, you don't have to do anything at all. You just have to wait till 10:30 now. So this part is done. Whatever the capital that we have deployed, maybe 2 lakh or 2.5 lakh as per current scenario. Okay, maybe 3 lakh. I'm not sure. Maybe because some days, right, because of huge volatility, they take more margin. So maybe 2.5 lakh or 3 lakh, whatever it is. So you just have to reserve for this part. Now, once 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 after 1 hour, that is at 10:30 sharply, and if you have created your positions at 10:20, then you will have to create your next part or second part at 10:20. Okay, so since we have done at 9:30, we are moving at 10:30. So say suppose here at first part call side SL is hit, but put side SL is not yet hit. So let the system um, let this go on. Okay, you don't have to touch anything because everything is defined in your system. Okay, so now if it is 10:30, now what we'll have to do is we'll have to create again a new position. This part will be as it is. One side SL is hit or not hit, you just forget about this. Okay, one block of your capital is already blocked. Okay, which is managing first part. So whether the system whether the SL hits or whether the SL doesn't hit either side. If the SL doesn't hit either side, right, obviously you'll be in profit after 1 hour, I'm sure. If because if there is a sideways of market, right, and if there is not much spike in volatility, obviously your decay will happen because of theta factor, right? So maybe at 10:30 while you are going to create a new positions, you might be seeing profit in this first section. That's fine, but let do not touch anything on that. You will once you create the positions, you will have to have the positions till 3:15 or 3 till 3:20 for all the entire set. Okay, so first set is done. Whatever you have created, let that be running. Now come at second part, which is 10:30. Again, you will have to create the same position. Maybe market, say for example, at 10:30, market would have, you know, reached 35,500. Okay. So at this point of time, what we'll have to do is we'll have to create again a new positions of 35,800 CE and 35,200 PE, right? 300 points away from the spot price, correct? And whatever be the premium, for example, this is trading at 200, okay, and 180, then again this will be your SL, okay, or maybe 35,000 800, right? Maybe it is trading at 180. So 180. So 180 means what will happen is 180 plus 90, right? 50% of 180 is 90. So 270 will be your SL. So just keep your SL in your system. And similarly for PE side, 25 will be your SL in your system. So second part is prepared and let this be running again. Maybe at the same time it is also running because there is no SL hit, right? And maybe this is also running. And even if the SL is hit just one side, obviously the port side would have gone much lower, right? So then it will be very difficult for market to hit to give you second SL hit, right? So maybe even if one SL is hit, then in that case also your first part will be running along with your second part, correct? So maybe again here, say suppose SL call SL is hit, so that means both the calls are hit and you will just be having your open positions first part for PE and second part for PE. That will continue on your system. You don't have to touch anything. If again market reverses sharply from that level, from 800 points or 1000 points, if it again comes down, then there is a chance of hitting your P side also. But that happens very early, but still there is a chance. I would not say it won't happen, but it will. There is a possibility of hitting that too. So now, so now our two sets are running. Now coming to third set. Again, you will have to create the third set at 11:30. Same logic. You will have to create the position. Okay, you will have to sell C and P both at 300 points away from the spot price, whatever be the spot price that was running. Okay, at that point of time, you just take sell C and P 300 points away from the spot price OTM, right? So, for example, mm, uh, like 36,000 it is now running. So, we will be selling at 36,300 C and 35,700, and maybe it is trading at 250 or 220. So, depending on that, this is my SLM system. Okay. So, now your third part is also running along with your first two part. And see the beauty of this guys. So, suppose if both the SLs are not hit, this is also in running in profit. Here, if this is running and let's assume one of the SL is hit, okay. So this will be, keeping you emotionally stable, okay, because it won't be giving much loss overall, okay. And obviously, if none of the SL is hit from the first part, right, and if the SL is hit from the second part, overall still you will be in profit, okay. And some days you will be seeing miracle. I mean, actually, when the person who knows right selling, right, so they know the all the factors of options like theta, okay, gamma, delta, etc. So they know the this logic very well. So if none of the option is, I mean, none of the SL is hit, you'll be in profit. Here also, if one of the SL is hit or none of the option is, none of the SL is hit, you will again be in profit. Here now third part, if you come here. So by coming here, maybe one of your SL is hit, but overall you will be in a profit because other side is going in your favor. So here again, you are creating a new positions on the market. You know, goes in any direction. Depending on that, your SL will be hit. So guys, just try to understand since we are trying to capture all the time frames, okay, in a single day. So obviously the market does not remain trendy for all the hours of the day, right? Maybe for a couple of hours, for half an hour, for 3 hours, for 2 hours. So, but some of the hours, one of this SL is hit. I don't care. My second part is running in profit. Again, my second positions, which is at a different time frame, that will also be giving me some profit or loss. That depends on the situation. So maybe at certain point of time, for certain period of time in a day, the market will not be trendy. It will be, uh, normally what happens is when market is trendy, right? So for a certain period of time, it rises or it falls, okay, in a trendy manner. but for certain period of time it remains calm. So in that scenario, you're gonna make money. Okay, because you are creating multiple options at different interval of time. That is the beauty of this strategy. And the last but not the least will be done at 12:30, and this will be your last position for the day. Same logic as we have done, whatever be the spot price, you just create. I mean, you just say, I mean, you just write your options of C and P at 300 points away from the spot price. Maybe it is trading at 36,300. Say suppose it is trading at 36,500, then you'll be making 36,800 and 36,200 P. Right? You just sell them and whatever the premium, make a 50% of that as your SL in the system for both the sides and just have a cold coffee. Okay. So you just relax, guys, because everything, whatever you have done in your system, it's gonna take care of all your positions, your situation, whatever be the market situation. Okay, you are surely gonna make profit. Maybe one day you might not be in profit, maybe today you might not be in profit, but for most of the days in a month, guys, I am sure you will be in profit. So overall in a month, I'm sure you will be really in good profit. Okay, and so what is the logic of cutting down all the positions? Okay, so as I said, right, since everything is set up in system, so once SL is hit at one side, and in a worst scenario, if other side SL is hit, then obviously first part is done. I mean, there is no current position in your system, right? Because the SL is hit, and your system will automatically square off your position. So second part, okay, if one of the SL is hit and another is not hit, right? So you will have to keep this part till 315, or maybe if there would not have been any SL hit, or maybe one of the SL is hit but second is not hit, obviously you will have to keep this one also yeah, till 315, along with this one, along with this one, right? So you will have to keep the entire uh, you know the entire position till 315. Okay, so what will happen is at 315, I'm sure maybe in like very few days you'll be having some hard days. Maybe you'll be in minor loss. Okay, maybe like 2,000 or 5,000 like that you'll be in loss. But ultimately, guys, if there are 22 days trading days, I'm sure you're gonna make 18 days in your favor, because we are trying to capture all the parts, all the all the time frame of the day, right? So obviously some days, sometimes uh, some hours will be there in a day that you will be making profits at both the sides. Okay, and sometimes market does not. Every day market is not a trendy, right? Because every day, if market is trending, then then magnitude will be 40,000, 50,000 in few weeks, right? So it rises, it falls, it falls, it rises. That is the nature of market, right? It always trades in a zigzag manner. So this is such a beautiful strategy that you are surely gonna make money over a certain period of time. If you just have to do this strategy patiently, without making any changes, without making any lot size changes, guys. If you are just practicing with one lot, you just do it with one lot. Don't say, oh, in one day you have made 10,000. Wow, oh my God, this is such a beautiful strategy. And next time I'm gonna make five lots. Maybe that was not your day, right? And if even if you see 5,000 loss in one lot, then you're gonna make loss of 25,000 in a day. Then you said, what the hell is this? So whatever you are doing, you will just have to practice patiently, and you will have to see the report at certain point. After certain interval of time, and after certain days, maybe in a month or 2 months, or maybe after some weeks. And you will have to also use the same lot size, whatever you have done, at least for 6 months or one year. Then only you will realize. And if you are that much confident Okay, because if you just try to cover this strategy for 1 year, right, with the same lot size, okay, with the same principle that I have defined, and now if you see the confidence in yourself, then you can, from the next year, you can just increase your lot size, maybe two or three or four. Okay, but just try to keep, so do not make those like the changes in lot size in a abrupt manner. Okay, just try to have your defined lot size for a certain period of time, for 6 months or 1 year. Okay, and then only you will be realizing the the beauty of this strategy. Okay, so I'm sure guys you're gonna make money out of this strategy, and this is really a nice strategy. Even I'm doing it and I'm really making, you know, uh, a handsome amount of money. Okay, so and I would advise you guys, if you're not confident enough, you just do paper trading. Okay, if you do not have that much capital, maybe you're expecting to start trading after some a certain period of time because of your capital. Okay, or maybe you are not that much confident in real trade. You just make a paper trade, you just keep a note of all the points that I've discussed. Okay, and just do the paper trading, and you will see. Maybe, and just for a couple of months, I would rather say just do the paper trading and see what is the outcome, what is the profit, what is the loss. You just note down in Excel sheet, you just note down in your paper and see. चलो भाई आज कितना प्रॉफिट था, कल को उतना लॉस था, परसों कितना प्रॉफिट था, तो एक महीने में मैंने देखा कि चलो आई एम मेकिंग एटलीस्ट 10,000 even a profit. I'm just saying for example, maybe it could be 50,000, 40,000 or 10,000 or 5,000. But ultimately, if you are earning something in a month, at the end of a month, you are the winner. But what people think is, oh, I have 50,000 50,000 of capital, I can be billionaire in one day. I will just buy a option, and one option of 50 rupees will go 5,000 rupees. Guys, this happens just in dreams. But in reality, right, if you would have bought an option of 50 rupees, and if it starts rising in your favor, right, if it becomes 150, right, you will start having fever. Oh my God, 100 rupees profit. Let's book this. Once you book this, oh, now it's going to 500 rupees. What the hell I've done? So next time I'll do this, and again. So that happen. It doesn't happen once so option buying, people say that there is huge profit in option buying, but emotion will not keep you to book that much profit. It will surely stop you, and that is the biggest factor. And that is the reason people, I'm not saying option buying is not good, but option buying, you'll have to be you will have to have very strict rules and principles for option buying. Okay, because option buying is a very greedy entity, I would say. Okay, it's really a greedy one. So you will have to, but in option selling, since there is not much greed, the reason is we know the maximum profit and the maximum loss if you follow any strategy, right? Because maximum profit cannot be beyond than whatever the premiums that you have collected. So there is no greed. So that is the reason I chose this option selling, and it gives me, I mean, actually, it keeps me emotionally stable, and it can give, I mean, it really gives me such a comfort, and I can do I can, I mean, I simply trade, very calmly and without, like heartbeat, thuk 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 thuk, not like that, right? If you have everything defined in your system, and if you know your profit, if you know your loss, there is nothing like that, right? You just make money, and you just keep practicing, and you will be at profit. I'm sure if you do this. So this is basically I made, for intraday people, because some people might need money on daily basis. They do not have that much patience. So that's the reason I have made this video, and I'm sure that you're gonna make profit out of it. So, guys, just tell me in the comments how it was, and how the performance of your trading if you start on this A strategy, I know it requires a bit more capital, but the thing is, see, if you treat any, I mean, if you treat options trading, right, as a business, then obviously, guys, for a business to run, right, you will have to have a good amount of capital, right? You cannot run a shop, you cannot do a wholesaling of any stuff just by 50,000 or 1 lakh, right? You're not gonna make money. I mean, obviously that is not possible. Even if you run a shop, that will cost you huge money, right? So if you just treat the options as a business, you will have to have capital, then only you can make some money. You will have to have some knowledge on this, how to manage your risk, how to manage, your losses, how to cut down your losses at right time instead of, just going it in a indefinite way. So that's all I would say, guys, and I'm sure you're gonna make money out of it. And if you like this video, please do subscribe and share with your family and friends. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Bye.